Most gardeners grow food as if yield is the only thing that matters. And, that approach quietly strips the garden of its full potential. A space that produces vegetables but no medicinal value is incomplete, and the problem only becomes obvious when minor illness, inflammation, or stress shows up, and the garden has nothing to offer beyond calories. That gap is not about lack of knowledge or space. It comes from ignoring plants that could actively support health while growing right alongside everyday crops. Medicinal gardening is not about tradition or guesswork. It is about controlling variables that directly affect plant chemistry. The potency of a leaf or root depends on soil quality, nutrient availability, watering consistency, and most importantly, pH balance. In raised beds, a strong foundation usually comes from a mix with about 30% compost blended into topsoil and a coarse material for drainage. In containers, the margin for error is smaller, so drainage and nutrient control become more important. In hydroponics, everything depends on precision, because there is no natural buffer to stabilize mistakes. There is also a broader reason to take this seriously. Many dog rescue organizations rely entirely on donations to continue rescuing, feeding, and treating abandoned and injured animals. These groups work under constant pressure with limited resources, yet they continue to save lives every day. Anyone who values growing their own medicine understands the importance of care and responsibility. Supporting a rescue organization, even in a small way, extends that same mindset beyond the garden. Even the smallest contribution can help provide food, treatment, or shelter for a dog in need. This content uses Amazon affiliate links, and any commission earned contributes toward that effort, helping sustain rescue work and give animals another chance. One tool that becomes essential when growing medicinal plants is the VivoSun Digital pH and EC Meter Kit. It's linked in the description below. This kit is available on Amazon, and this content uses Amazon affiliate links, meaning a small commission may be earned from qualifying purchases at no extra cost, which also helps support a dog rescue organization. Medicinal plants depend heavily on proper pH because it controls nutrient availability. When pH drifts too far out of range, nutrients can exist in the soil but remain inaccessible to the plant. In soil systems, most medicinal plants perform best between 6.0 and 6.8 pH, while hydroponic systems require tighter control between 5.5 and 6.2. Without accurate measurement, even experienced growers rely on guesswork, which leads to inconsistent results. Aloe vera is one of the most practical medicinal plants because it delivers immediate results. The gel inside its leaves is used for soothing burns, calming skin irritation, and supporting minor wound healing. Its effectiveness depends on proper growing conditions. Aloe thrives in well-drained soil, and honestly, overwatering is the most common mistake people make. A mix of about 50% sandy soil, 30% compost, and 20% topsoil provides the right balance. In containers, breathable pots help prevent excess moisture. Watering every 10 to 14 days is usually enough, depending on your climate. Harvesting should focus on mature outer leaves, cutting them cleanly while allowing the center to keep growing. Tulsi, or holy basil, is often treated like a regular herb, but its medicinal properties make it far more valuable. It functions as an adaptogen, helping the body manage stress. Harvesting too aggressively weakens the plant and reduces its long-term productivity. A more effective approach is to remove no more than 1/3 of the plant at a time. In raised beds, spacing plants about 30 centimeters apart improves airflow and reduces disease risk. Nutrient balance plays a major role in leaf quality, and fluctuations in pH can quickly reduce growth. Monitoring conditions ensures the plant remains productive and potent. Ginger is another essential addition, especially for digestion and inflammation support. It requires warm conditions and consistent care. Soil temperatures should stay above 20 degrees Celsius for steady growth. Planting rhizomes about 5 centimeters deep in loose, compost-rich soil creates the best results. Containers should be wide to allow horizontal spreading. Watering should keep the soil evenly moist without becoming waterlogged. In hydroponic systems, ginger can perform well, but nutrient levels must remain stable, making EC monitoring important for proper development. Turmeric follows a similar pattern, but requires more time to reach full potency. Its key compound develops over a long growing period, often 8 to 10 months. Harvesting too early reduces its medicinal value. The plant signals maturity when its leaves begin to yellow and die back naturally. Adding compost during the growing cycle supports development, while light feeding in containers maintains steady growth. Proper pH ensures nutrients remain available throughout the entire process. Peppermint is easy to grow but needs to be controlled. Planting it directly in open soil often leads to it spreading aggressively and taking over the garden. Growing it in containers or confined spaces prevents that problem. Its medicinal strength comes from its essential oils, which are most concentrated just before flowering. Harvesting at that stage produces the best results. Consistent watering is important, but the soil should not stay saturated. In hydroponic systems, rapid growth is common, but excessive nutrients can reduce oil concentration, so careful monitoring is necessary. Moringa adds another layer of value because it functions as both food and medicine. Its leaves are nutrient-dense and support overall health. In warm climates, it grows quickly and can be managed as a shrub through regular pruning. Cutting back the top encourages branching, increasing leaf production, and making harvesting easier. Spacing plants 1 to 2 meters apart prevents overcrowding. While moringa tolerates poor soil, it produces stronger leaves in nutrient-rich conditions with consistent compost additions. Chamomile provides a calming effect and supports relaxation and sleep. It thrives in well-drained soil and moderate conditions. Overfeeding is a common mistake that leads to excessive foliage but weaker flowers. A lighter soil mix with controlled nutrients produces better medicinal quality. Harvesting should be done when flowers are fully open, and drying them quickly in a shaded, ventilated area helps preserve their effectiveness. The advantage of growing medicinal plants at home is control. Store-bought products often vary in quality because their growing conditions are unknown. In a controlled garden, soil composition, watering schedules, and nutrient levels can be adjusted precisely. This becomes even more important in containers and hydroponic systems, where small changes can have immediate effects. Tools like the VivoSun pH and EC meter help maintain stability, preventing fluctuations that reduce plant potency. A small space can still produce meaningful results when managed properly. A backyard with a couple of raised beds can support aloe, tulsi, and chamomile, while containers can handle peppermint and ginger. Turmeric and moringa require more space but can still be integrated with careful planning. The focus should always be on consistency rather than expansion. Growing medicinal plants transforms a garden into a more functional system. It adds purpose beyond food production and supports everyday health in a practical way. Subscribe for more experience-based techniques that focus on real results, and share this with someone ready to take their garden further. With the right plants, consistent care, and proper monitoring using tools like the VivoSun pH and EC meter, even a small space can become a reliable source of natural medicine.